gotten instruction from the PC, and to collect all those dockets, including that docket of yours, and go give it to him. And the instruction were given to us as district commissioners. And if we are not handing in those dockets to him, we're gonna be facing the disciplinary steps. So I gave the case numbers to all the stations, to collect all the stations for me to go and give it to the PC. So that is the reason we want that docket.
Oh, Rick, for now,
Yeah.
mina ngizoba a problem because I don't have the docket with me. You said DPP.
Okay. No, it's not a problem. You can just write me a report that the docket is at the DPP, and you send me that report on email. And my email is nkwashuam2@subs.gov.za, or you can send it to the district commissioner's email at Citibank. Then we will, as we hand the other dockets, we will tell him that that one is at the DPP. It's not a problem.
All right, Rick, I'll do so.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Bye.
Commissioners, I hope that was clear and there's no need to replay.
Can I just ask witness B to identify the people on the call for the record?
Witness B?
Commissioners, that will be myself and the brigadier.
Thank you. Commissioners will proceed to play the call that happens shortly thereafter. And this call is from the brigadier to witness B.
That's correct.
Suspect kuleyo case mos.
We suspect.
Yeah, so I won't let it mean, na no muitolile. Is direct to go PC, ne?
All right.
No, my way go GPP. Won't let it give my angfu.
Okay.
Ungai nigga direct to PC.
All right. Yes, brigadier.
All right, such thanks, ne?
Bye.
Bye.
Leliviki uBrigadier Nkwashu uvelile lapha kuMadlanga Commission wakhuluma ngobudlelwane bakhe noKatiso Mlife waphinde wakhuluma nangale call ayenza efonela uWitness B ukuthi babethole instruction ivela kuProvincial Commissioner waseGauteng Lieutenant General Tommy Mthombeni angazi noma ngaleso sikhathi kwakusenguyena noma kwakungomunye ilokho nje ngingakuzwanga okuthiwa baqoqonke amadocket kodwa ngokwenkulumo yakhe uthi Provincial Commissioner waseGauteng lo wayebanikeza instruction nayi instruction yayiphuma eofisini lika Premier waseGauteng kuPanyaza Lesufi. uPanyaza Lesufi kukhipha istatement eziqhelelanisa nje nalenkulumo sifundeka kanje. Statement isiphume ngomhla ka24 April 2026. Isihloko sithi Premier Lesufi refutes claims of requesting police dockets. Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi has never issued or requested police dockets, and he finds the testimony by suspended Sedibeng District Commissioner Brigadier Nkwashu before the Madlanga Commission baffling and misleading. A letter from the Gauteng Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General D.T. Mthombeni, addressed to the Premier, confirmed that it was the Provincial Commissioner, not the Premier, who requested the dockets. The letter also explicitly confirmed that the coordination of the wanted suspect and the processing of J50 warrants fall under the mandate of the Deputy Provincial Commissioner for Crime Detention, Major General Khumalo, acting in consultation with Crime Intelligence. The Premier respects the separation of powers and the operational independence of the South African Police Service, he reaffirmed his support for the work of the Commission and invited Brigadier Nkwashu to provide a written copy of the exact directive or order he allegedly issued. The suspended District Commissioner of Sedibeng appears to confuse established internal SAPS directives, including those issued by the Provincial Commissioner between April and June 2025, with routine briefing provided to the Premier's office on crime prevention strategies such as Eye and Ears program. The Eyes and Ears initiative is a formal crime-fighting partnership launched in 2019. It brings together the South African Police Services, Business Against Crime South Africa, and the private security industry to enable a more coordinated and effective response to crime. Open quotes. We support the work of the Madlanga Commission and we will use the proper legal channels to correct any misleading or incorrect statements that are part of the official record. We also urge everyone to let the Commission finish its work without giving it any temptation to create sensationalism, close quotes, by the Premier. Ingakhulu izinto ezenzeke kuleli viki, uCommissioner Mkhwanazi nalo waboshwe kanye naye uvelile naye phambi kwenkantolo namuhla esiceleni sabo sebheli. Udaba labo lihlehliselwe uLesibili lapho kuzophuma khona isinqumo sokuthi bayayithola ibheli noma akabayitholi. Usotheni lo osolelwa ngecala lokubulala uWitness D, lo kuyena osolakala ukuthi yena wadubula uWitness D, naye uvelile phambi kwenkantolo namuhla. Inkantolo yakhuluma kanje.
Mr. Soteni, the matter is referred to Brakpan Regional Court for bail application. The first date will be the 18th of May, 2026. You'll remain in custody. We thank you. You are cancelled.
Ubuzwa ukuthi icala lakhe lishintshe inkantolo, isicelo sakhe sebheli useyosifaka kule ndawo abamkhombe kuyo. No Commissioner Mkhwanazi nayo is remanded in custody. Omunye umuntu engifisa sikhulume ngaye Sergeant Nkosi ngoba akayitholanga ibheli, kodwa into engifisa sikhulume ngayo kakhulu izathu ezikhishwe inkantolo. Njengoba ubona lamaphoyisa la ku screen sakho, ila maphoyisa asibikelwe ngawo ukuthi awu9 aboshiwe. Udaba lakhona kukhulunywa ngalo kakhulu, sengingalihighlighta nje, kodwa namhlanje avelile phambi kwenkantolo kuze kwaphuma ngisho amagama awo. It was reported that a complaint was received on the 22nd of April 2026 afternoon that 3 suspects arrived at a warehouse in Crown Mines, followed by 6 members in Metro and indicated that they want to search the warehouse. Upon searching, they found a box of a color hair dye, and one of the officers indicated that it has expired and threatened the complainant with arrest unless he paid money. The complainant contacted the Hawks Serious Corruption Investigation and reported the matter. Upon arrival at the crime scene, all 9 suspects were arrested. Preliminary investigations revealed that police officers conducted a search in an area outside their jurisdiction. It was also discovered that 4 of these officers conducted a search while they were off duty. Ngoba sebevelile enkantolo, kodwa ke udaba labo lihlehlisela umhla ka-28 April 2026. Kumanje they are remanded in custody, bazofaka isicelo sebheli ngomhla ka-28. Amagama abo nanka: LF Tsweleng usebenzela i-JMPD TRU, kube A Shipuri usebenzela i-JMPD, M Muvalisa JMPD, S Khumalo JMPD, LB Kubai, JMPD, TRU. A. Matebula, JMPD. Sergeant N. Mapope, Brixton SAPS. Constable K. Ratzilane, Brixton SAPS. PP Madlala, Gauteng Traffic Warden, Brixton. Naka kamala la maphoyisa nalo munye osebenzela amapanyaza ababoshiweke sizozwa ukuthi ngomhla ka28 lizothina udaba lwabo. Funa ke sicaphune izathu ezishiwe inkantolo uma ingamnikezi uSergeant Nkosi bail. Ilokho nje ngikufunayo bese siyayivala ivideo.
The applicant was officially issued by the SAPS with 60 rounds of R5 rifle live ammunition, returned 72 rounds of R5 rifle live ammunition, and was subsequently found in unlawful possession of an additional 86 rounds, which comprised of 44 9mm live ammunition as well as 42 R5 live rifle live ammunition. This means that the applicant acquired unlawfully live ammunition belonging to the SAPS, a total of 98 live ammunition. This, the state contends, is indicative of an unlawful acquisition and handling of SAPS live ammunition. The applicant advances the following version: that the police dockets were lawfully obtained pursuant to his participation in a special task force, that he denies possession of the stun grenade despite photographic evidence, that SAPS members allegedly tampered with CCTV cameras at his residence prior to the search, that he did not have sufficient time to return all SAPS property, that the state's case is weak. No explanation was advanced pertaining to the cash that was found under a mattress and inside a drawer amounting to 52,700 rands. The state disputes these assertions and contends that the applicant abused his position to unlawfully obtain sensitive police dockets and store them for criminal purposes to obstruct or defeat the administration of justice. It is apposite to address at the onset the scope and limits of these proceedings. The applicant has previously appeared in a highly publicized commission of inquiry, and the present matter has attracted notable media attention. The court considers it necessary to emphasize that these bail proceedings are not concerned with public perception, media narratives, or matters ventilated outside the evidential record before court. This court is enjoined to decide the matter strictly on the evidence properly placed before it and the applicable legal principles. Any information emanating from media reports, public discourse, or prior proceedings not forming part of the evidential material before this court is expressly excluded from consideration. In this regard, it bears emphasis that a bail inquiry is not a trial as held in State v. Dubert, State v. Skitekat, 1999, Volume 2, SACR 51, Constitutional Court. A bail court does not determine guilt or innocence. The function of this court is confined to determining whether the applicant has discharged the honors resting upon him in terms of Section 60(11)(b) of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977.
Uma babheka ngoncwadi zomthetho bayasho ukuthi kahle kahle icala oboshwele lona icala elinamandla kakhulu njengoba kutholakala ibhamu nazo inhlamvu ezingagcinwanga ngendlela ephephile.
A stun grenade was also found in contravention of the provisions of Section 6 of the Explosives Act 26 of 1956.
Bayasho ukuthi kutholwe neziqhumayo noma yona i-stun grenade.
Possession of dockets and SAPS equipment is admitted.
bayasho ukuthi utholakale futhi nawo ama-docket kungasisemthethweni ukuthi atholakale ngakubo.
Explanations by the applicant lack detail and corroboration. He has remained silent and offered no explanation on the issue of the cash amounting to 52,700 rands that was found in his possession, some of it stashed under a mattress. He offered no explanation at all.
Ayasho futhi ukuthi uhlulekile ukuchaza ngalabo bufakazi obutholakele kodwa usebenzisa ilungelo lakho lokuthi angeke ukhulume lutho. Uhlulekile nokuchaza ukuthi imali engango 52,700 rand uyithole kanjani ebeyifihlwe ngaphansi kuka mattress.
In S versus Matebula, it's a 2010 decision, volume 1, SACR, paragraph 55. It is a Supreme Court of Appeal decision. It was held that improbable explanations may be rejected at the bail stage.
Bayasho uma babheka incwadi zomthetho ecaleni lika State versus Matebula, bayasho ukuthi uma umuntu ehluleka ukuchaza kabanzi ubufakazi obutholakale ngaphansi noma ubufakazi obutholakale kuye, ubufakazi obunjengalobo angeke babamukele phambi kwenkantolo.
The applicant is a police officer who was, by his appointment as a police officer, placed in a position of trust.
Bayasho futhi ukuthi wena njengoba uyilunga lesiphoyisa ubeke kuyo iposition obeke kuyona njengoba bakuthemba.
In S versus Mabena, it is a 2007 decision, volume 1, SACR 482, the Supreme Court of Appeal. The court recognized that an abuse of position of trust aggravates bail considerations.
Uma babheka icala ngaphansi kwa State versus Mabena elandzeka ngonyaka ka 2007 bayasho ukuthi uma umuntu ehlukumeza isitulo anikezwe sona noma asebenzisa amandla wesitulo ahlala kusona bayasho ukuthi lokho bazobhekisisa esiceleni sakhe sebail.
The retention of official dockets and SAPS equipment after suspension constitutes a serious breach of that trust.
Bayasho ukuthi ukuhluleka kwakho ukuthi ulethe zonke izinto bokumele uzibuyise ngesikhathi umiswe emsebenzini ngisho nawo ama-docket kuyasho ukuthi kwenza ukuthi balahle lonke ithemba abanalo kuwo.
Constitutional balancing. The applicant's right to liberty is acknowledged, but it is not absolute.
Bayasho futhi uma babheka incwadi zomthetho ukuthi ilungelo lakho lokuthi ungakhululwa bazolibhekisisa nalo kodwa lokho akusho ukuthi kumele bacele kakhulu kulona.
The interests of justice, including public safety and the integrity of the criminal justice system, outweigh the applicant's personal liberty interests.
Uma babheka ubulungiswa nendlela izinto ezenzeke ngayo ecaleni lakho bayasho ukuthi kahle kahle ubulungiswa bungaphezulu kwamalungelo onalo ukuthi wena ungakhululwa.
The applicant's case is characterized by bad denials and unsubstantiated assertions.
Bayasho ukuthi wena into obeka uyenza ecaleni lakho ukuthi uphikise futhi uhluleke ukupha incazelo.
He has failed to provide a credible explanation for possession of police dockets and SAPS equipment. He has also failed to provide satisfactory evidence of unlawful storage of the firearms and ammunition. He has also not provided any assurances that he will not interfere with the administration of justice.
Bayasho ukuthi uhlulekile ukuchaza ukuthi kungani utholakele unawo ama-docket lawo, uhlulekile ukuveza ubufakazi ukuthi ukwazile ukugcina ibhamu nazo inhlamvu ngendlela ephephile futhi akwazanga nokuthembisa inkantolo ukuthi wena angeke uze uphazamise ubulungiswa noma indlela inkantolo ezosebenza ngayo.
This court has carefully balanced the applicant's constitutional rights, his personal circumstances, the presumption of innocence, and the interest of justice.
Inkantolo ikwazile ukulinganisa amalungelo wakho, bakwazile ukwalunganisa nokwezempilo yakho futhi nabo ubulungiswa ngaphambi kokuthi bathathe isinqumo.
The court finds that the applicant has failed to discharge the honors which rests on him in terms of Section 60 of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977.
Bayasho ukuthi emva kwalokho babonile ukuthi uhlulekile ukuveza ukuthi ngeqiniso wena unalungelo noma uyangakwazi ukukhululwa ngayo ibail noma cha.
The interests of justice do not permit the release of the applicant on bail. The application for bail is therefore dismissed.
ngalokho ubulungiswa buyasho ukuthi kahle kahle wena awufanelekanga ukuthi ungakhululwa ngayo ibail. Isicelo sakho sebail sinqabiwe phambi kwenkantolo.
Babe ngishilo ekuqaleni ukuthi ngifuna ukuyicaphuna le nkulumo yasenkantolo ukuze uzwe izathu ezenza ukuthi uNkosi angayitholi ibail. Ngoba uyakhumbula ukuthi izinto ezatholakala kuye zinhlamvu futhi umagistrate uyachaza la ukuthi bathe mabemthola nezinhlamvu kwabheka ukuthi istate sasimnikeza inhlamvu ezingaki kodwa bathola inhlamvu ezi-extra. Wahluleka ukuchaza ukuthi zibuyaphi. Kwatholakala imali, isamba. Wahluleka ukuchaza kwatholakala amadokethi. Waqamba amanga wathi ube ingxenye ku-investigator kodwa mase kubhekisiswa kahle akangene nokungena ngoba uma kubhekwa ama-record amadokethi lawa awekho epolice station futhi akukho la kusayinwe khona ukuthi athathwe nguye uNkosi. Ngakho-ke futhi neposition anikwe yona unikwe njengomuntu othembekile. Ngakho-ke nayo iyamcindezela kulolu daba. Kodwa-ke ukungayitholi kwakhe ibail akusho ukuthi unecala. Akusho ukuthi uguilty kodwa kusho ukuthi nje udaba lakhe uzolihamba kahle engaphakathi ngoba uhlulekile ngisho na ukuveza ukuthi yena ngeke aze bahlukumezeke noma kuphazamiseke uphenyo uma yena engaphandle. Asibambe le video. Kodwa nje njengoba ngichazile ekuqaleni ukuthi hayi kuningi kakhulu izinto ezenzeke kuleli viki. Ukuvela kaGeneral Masemula ecourt, ukususpendwa kwakhe kubeke uGeneral omunye, ukuvela kweindaba zikaGeneral Musikili, ngapha uJulius Mkhwanazi ubese enkantolo, ngapha uSotheni ubese enkantolo. Kuningi, kuningi. Ngiyacela kuyibamba le video, ngiyabonga.